You know, I enjoyed meeting your father and brothers very much.
Oh, they were certainly anxious to meet you, and thank you for everything you're doing to help me. I'm really glad they're here. I haven't been too close to them since I married Andy. It's really hard to admit I made that kind of mistake and that my father was right. You know, it only took him one day with Andy to tell he was nothing but a fortune hunter.
He seemed like a pretty shrewd guy. I know I'd hate to be opposing him in a business deal.
All during lunch today, all they could talk about was their meeting this afternoon and their strategy. I was bored to death. So is my brother Josh. He's not that conniving yet.
Are you going to have dinner with them again tonight?
No, they're going to have dinner with Diane and Alan. That is, if Alan can pull himself away from Hope and his new son long enough to eat. They asked me to join them, but I just didn't think I could face another meal where nobody talks about anything but business.
Sounds pretty dull.
Yeah. Oh, Mike, my father's been a little disturbed that Alan hasn't made it to any of the meetings yet. And I tried to explain to him that Hope's been having difficulty with her pregnancy and that, you know, well, a little about their personal situation, but I could tell Daddy didn't understand that kind of thing taking priority.
Sounds to me like you're the oddball of the family.
You're right. I always have been, I guess.
Yes? Oh, yes, send her in. Another dynamic business individual, Vanessa.
Oh, well, I'll just say hello and then...
No, that's right. She just wanted to talk to me for a minute. Hang on.
Mike, it's so good of you to see me.
Hi, Vanessa. How are you?
What a lovely surprise. How are you?
Fine. You?
Good, but I'm afraid this is just a flying visit. Mike, I stopped by to ask you, for Ed, if you would like to come to a barbecue tonight at his place. It seems that Kelly Nelson's father's flown into town from London.
Oh, he made it.
Yes, he did. Can you come? We're expecting people around 7.
Count on me.
Wonderful, wonderful. Trish, darling, when do you go to court for your settlement?
I'm going for a divorce, not a settlement.
Well, you know my feelings on the subject. I think that you should get everything that Mike can get for you and more.
Set for tomorrow.
Good. I'm glad. Because that way we can get started on our plans for the Copper Lantern. Now, what I think we should do first is advertise for the staff, and then we can interview them.
Can you believe her? She's working on it already. It's great.
Yes, and Mike, I've decided to take your advice, and I'm going to use Derek for my attorney in the business deal.
Wise choice.
Good. Listen, you two, I've got to run. I've got an appointment with Sarah.
Well, I'll walk you out.
Mike, could I have a moment with you when you're free?
Yeah, sure. Hang on a second.
Goodbye, Trish.
Let's say, just wondering whether you'd, what do you think about going to this cookout with me tonight?
Oh, Mike, that sounded like a family affair to me.
No problem at all. There'll be a lot of nice people there, and I can guarantee there won't be people boring you with talk about business.
Guaranteed?
Guaranteed.
Well, in that case, I'd like to come.
Now, what was it you wanted to say to me?
Oh, I was just going to use your phone to call Daddy and find out why he hasn't been in the office.
That's right. Go right ahead and help yourself.
Oh, that's all right. I'll call later from my own office.
So, you said you wanted to talk to me about something.
Yes, Mike, I did. You know I've patched things up with Ed, and, but now I'm terribly worried about my father, and I know you know what's wrong, and I wish you'd tell me, because I need very much to help him.
Vanessa, you know I can't talk to you about any other clients. But I can tell you that it isn't helping your father a bit by your asking him a lot of questions.
Well, I'll try and take your advice. And I'll see you tonight at the barbecue?
Looking forward to it.
Good.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Justin, I hated coming here and telling you this, but since Diane's threat also affects Philip, I felt that I had to, and right away.
Well, what exactly is Diane holding over your head?
Well, look, I don't want to get into it, but the timing on this has been incredible. I just started putting things right.
I cannot believe that Diane would go through with her threat to expose all the details and circumstances of Philip's birth.
Well, you had better believe it. I mean, Diane has a need for power the likes of which I've never seen in my life. This woman would do anything to get it.
Well, I'm gonna have to tell Jackie.
I wish you wouldn't.
Ross, I have to. She's involved in this, too. Whatever affects Philip affects both of us.
I know, but she's going to blame me for all of this, and she has every right to, too.
We are not in the business of fixing blame. We are a family, and we will get through this together.
You know, if Diane does go through with this threat, and the truth comes out about all this, I know that Carrie Todd will turn her back on me and walk away. I'm telling you, Justin, now that I've found this woman, I just can't imagine life without her. I just don't know how I am going to stop Diane Ballard. But I'll find a way. And I'll do whatever it takes to.
Ross, I don't like the sound of that. Now listen, you have got to keep your wits about you because there's a lot at stake here. Other people are involved. What I can't figure out is how in the hell did Diane find out about Philip when Alan Spaulding doesn't even know that Jackie and I are Philip's natural parents?
I don't know either, Justin, but I do know that Diane is going to go through with this threat unless I find a way to stop her. And I will, Justin. I will. Because I have to.
Well, Frank, I'm looking forward to seeing an awful lot of you while you're here.
Me too, Bert.
Besides tonight, of course.
Yeah. You know, I want to thank you so much for everything you've done to make Kelly so welcome here.
Well, I think Morgan really had a lot to do with that.
Say, Morgan, can we give you a ride home?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm going to wait here for Trudy. We're going to go and do some more scrounging around.
Listen, Dad, I'm so glad you're here. And I'll see you at Ed's later, right?
Okay,
All right.
that's the deal. And I haven't welcomed you to the family officially yet.
Oh. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you later, kids.
Okay.
See you later. That's right. Nice.
It's always so hard to leave you.
I know. I love your father. He's exactly the way I imagined him.
I'm so glad you two got along so well. But my dad has great taste, like his son. Listen, be sure and tell Trudy I said hi and thank her for me for helping us out. She is.
Well, why don't you thank her yourself? You're going to see her tonight because I'm going to invite her and Tim. And I think that you should invite Derek and Hillary.
Great idea. But we better be careful if we're going to turn this into another big production. You better have your 37 volunteers standing by. See you later.
Bye-bye. Kelly!
What? What's wrong?
Nothing important. I just wanted to say goodbye again.
That'll always be important. Love you.
Love you, too.
Morgan, I think it's time we had a talk, don't you?
And we have got to think this thing through calmly and not panic.
It's rather hard not to.
Look, without going into details, I mean, how dangerous is this thing that if Diane exposes it?
Look, Diane wants me to do something that is totally illegal. If I go along with it, I could very well find myself in prison.
For God's sakes, Russ, don't do something foolish and find yourself committing a criminal act to pacify Diane.
No, I won't do that. I can't do that, Justin. But the thing of it is, I don't know how much time Diane is going to give me before she starts pulling in the rope. Listen, I got to get out. You know, I really dread going to this meeting this afternoon and sitting there with Diane as if we were the best of friends.
All right, now, look, I want to talk to you about this again. We'll go all through it, but first I've got to talk to Jackie.
I just hope Jackie can forgive me, putting your necks and Philip's in the same noose as mine.
I know what you're going through, Katie, but why did you talk it all out with Sarah? She's really helped me. I know. She's the best there is. But I just have too many things that I have to deal with on my own before I can sort things out enough to talk about them. Tried to write Andy a letter last night, just to kind of get things off my chest, but I ended up tearing it up. I just have to learn not to blame him. I just have to get my life in order. Oh, I know exactly what you're going through and how awful it feels. Believe me, I'll be so relieved when my divorce is final. Katie, it may be too early for you to believe this, but meeting other men eventually will help. I think meeting and trusting other men is going to be awfully difficult. But that's what you've got to fight the hardest. And I'm speaking from personal experience.
Diane, those things that Carrie showed me in her office are dynamite. I can tell you the whole department is responding to.
Oh, yes, Carrie has made a big hit with the whole staff. Well, if you will excuse me, I'd better get into the Lewis meeting. I don't know where Ross is, but Henry and Vanessa went in a few minutes ago, and I really don't want to give them too much of a head start. I'll see you later.
See you later, Diane.
Some water.
Ben, I've been meaning to ask you, how's your wife?
Oh, well, Jennifer says that there's been a slight improvement since she's been talking to the psychiatrist that Alan called in. But Ross could probably answer that question better than I can, since Amanda seems to trust him so implicitly.
Okay, Ben. I just can't seem to let that one pass. I happen to know for a fact that Ross is doing everything in his power to correct what was ever responsible for the hostility between the two of you. I'd really like to see you meet him halfway.
You don't know the history involved, Carrie. It isn't that simple.
I don't care about the history involved, Ben. What I care about is that hostility can warp people's lives, and I don't want to stand around and watch it happen.
Well, I've already heard from a few people that there's been a change in Ross. If you're responsible for it, I'll give you the credit.
Don't give me the credit. Give Ross the credit. People can change, Ben, when they want to.
No, I'm not saying that they can't, but I just heard something from Diane which gives me some rather serious doubts about Ross's ability to change.
Ben, do you really think that Diane is the best person to judge that for you? Don't you think you could have a conversation with him yourself and make your own decision?
I intend to do just that.
The only thing I can tell you is that from my experience, I found Ross Mollard to be a very kind, considerate, and loyal human being. And whatever happened between you and Amanda and Ross is past history. And I've always found the best thing about past history is to examine it for the lessons you can learn and then forget about it. Ross, Diane just went into the meeting, and she's anxious for you to join her.
Yeah, I'm on my way. I just need my notes.
You look tired.
I am.
Do you want a dinner at my house?
Sounds fantastic, yes.
I'll call you later. Ben, I'm really glad to see you.
So long, Carrie.
Thanks for everything.
Ross, you have a minute?
No, sorry, Ben, I really don't. I'm running a little late.
No, really, this won't take long. I just want to talk to you about something Diane told me a few minutes ago.
This has been the award-winning Guiding Light. Fashions provided by Lily Rubin Salon South-Southwest, Christian Dior, and Barney's.